So how can I plan for meaningful experiences and activities?
You get a sue.
You get a sue.
And that is what I would say.
Yeah.
Because having somebody, how can I plan for meaningful experiences? It's about telling someone like Sue and Suzanne about my mom, right? And telling her, telling everyone what would be meaningful experiences, and how do you explain and to somebody where they're going to go and work with somebody and volunteer with somebody that has no language to tell you. And so how do you plan for meaningful experiences, especially when, the experience that she's having, her condition in a manner is where she forgets from day to day and doesn't have memory of a lot of things. And so how do we know it was something she likes? And it's important that Sue will say, I did this today and your mom liked that. And I'm like, what? She's never done that before. Something new. Mama's becoming a new person, right? And her new experiences and her the way things are breaking down at times for her. She becomes newer every time I meet her. So it's really important to have that other person, to have that other vision in there, right? To say, this would be meaningful now. This experience, it would be meaningful now. The one we were doing last week isn't working. So it's important to have somebody to bounce off of and have, not so repetitive. Like life doesn't need to be boring. Experiences and activities are super important. Fun in life is so important, and activities. So
Asking that individual what was it that you enjoyed? What do you enjoy now? And how can we make these activities still exist in your life? Maybe it needs to be modified. Maybe we need to have somebody assist you with that. But again, having that volunteer there to assist them with that is huge. But at Hospice Northwest, we also have a book, and it's called Don't Duck the Conversation. And it's a great resource because that individual can put in that, use the book as a guideline to help them figure out what it is that, exactly what I said. What did they used to enjoy? What do they enjoy now? What do they want for the future? Getting all of those things in place so that they feel everything is in place and they can experience life as it is right now and not have to worry about all of those other things. So that's a great start, I think. Mm-hmm. And for a meaningful experience and activities, again, it's... I don't know. It's really just doing what you can at the moment and taking in life as you can and getting connected.
And that could totally mean something today and something different tomorrow, right?
Exactly.
Like you could go in there today and meaningful to her would be completely opposite of what you thought today, but you're going with her in the moment. And that's important. Mm-hmm. You can't schedule a volunteer to say you need to behave this way, you need to do these things. A volunteer has to have that ability, which you have, which is so, so important and loving to her, is that the moment she's in, you're with her. Mm-hmm. And you accept that. Mm-hmm. You don't judge her. You don't say, well, I canceled today because we were going to do this, but it's not going to work today. Mm-hmm. She goes with it and goes with the moment, right, of who she is right now, mm-hmm. who she's going to be in the next 10 minutes. And that may change in the next 10 minutes and we'll go somewhere else in the next 10 minutes, right?
Well, and yeah, for sure. But I think, too, I think you really helped me get to know her, like that first day that we met, and you really described her, who maybe she was before and who she is now. I mean, that really helped really understand where, what my role was, and you're right, it's very different every time. But that's the enjoyable part of it. That's the meaningful part for me, because then I know that the things that I've learned through Hospice Northwest, I can apply them, and it's part of it is just a natural affinity, but lots of it is because we've had really good preparations at Hospice Northwest through all the education that we're provided with, and it makes a big difference.